Hello, my beautifuls. Elsie here with a collective reading for you. When I do a collective reading, it really is just me kind of reaching out into the ethers to see what sort of energies I can pull in for you. Yeah, I'm kind of like just sitting on the edge of a stream, watching it all go by. And then every once in a while, I kind of pull my hand in and pluck something out. It's kind of like when you went to the carnival when you were a kid, and they used to have that what was it, the magnet on the end of the fishing reel, or you had to put the Charlie is showing me that you had to put like a hoop over a duck's head. Yeah, that's how it is. They all go by. You got to grab the one that's yours. See what the prize is. Thank you, Charlie. All right, here we go, collective beautifuls. Here we go. Tell me about the energy for the collective. All right. Thank you. We have denial, change. Okay, someone's in denial about change. Empathy and perseverance. Denial, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. I love that. Do you know what I also love? Is that this orange is also on this card. And this is here. Yeah, they match. Change, yeah, I guess however you look at it, change, maybe someone's in denial of change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Somebody has come to a realization. They've been in denial about the situation that they were in. Yeah. Interesting. Empathy and perseverance. I feel like they should be separate. Yeah. Almost like they're separate time frames or something. Let's look at that. Let's take a look. Let's clarify here. Tell us about the denial and the change that's going on here. I feel like it's in the near past that someone was kind of living their life in denial, thinking like, yeah, I can kind of settle for that. I can live with that. You know, no one's perfect. I can live with that. Yeah, I feel like someone was in that sort of energy, and that's really not a terrible place to be. Sometimes we need to be there to get through certain things in life, right? Sometimes a job we hate for the time being and that kind of thing. So I feel like somebody here was in denial that they really needed a change. Tell me more about that, please. Denial of change. This person now has insight and awareness. So they're looking within, and they're realizing that without movement, they're stagnant. Tell me more about this, please. Feeling a little out of balance, hey? All right. Ooh, someone's feeling good about love, feeling very balanced. Love. Trying to keep balance in love, trying to keep love healthy. He's trying to say yes to love or emotion. Someone is trying to open up emotionally here. Someone is in connection with the universe, trying to work on opening themselves up. I believe in the heart chakra is trying to open themselves up. Yeah. I know the heart chakra is green, but I don't know. I guess there's some green here. Yeah, I guess there is greenery here. I feel like somebody was in denial that their heart chakra was shut down. Yeah, I feel like somebody's maybe learning how to love again, learning how to love in a healthier and more balanced way. I feel like somebody has realized that, because I feel like they ended up being immersed in some sort of a relationship that maybe was toxic or wasn't working. It was all about money. You had a lot of money. You're wealthy. You had a lot of money. If you didn't, you just had stability, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to work out to be dollars and cents, but I feel like you were okay with living in financial stability. I feel like you're the person who is the bean counter. Someone who's really good with money. I don't mean that in a derogatory way, please. You are the person who was was keeping track of the money. I feel like you felt that as long as the financial health was good, then it would be okay for the Knight of Cups to come in and out, that you didn't really need it. Maybe you were in denial that you should have flipped it, paid attention to life and love, and maybe balanced in the Pentacles. I feel somebody was sort of, a little bit in denial about, the way the changes that they needed to make in their lives here. And some of the changes they might make, I think, could be religious. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? What? Wait a second. What is going on here? Healing, justice, getting justice with the children. Somebody's fighting for their kids in the courts, maybe. Someone's being judged, maybe by their children, and they think their kids are justified. Tradition. Someone has had a realization about tradition, about the spiritual teachings or the spiritual teacher. Someone has had a realization that, someone's had an awakening here. Someone has had an awakening to the fact that there is another chance here, that it is a good chance, and that there will be balance. Because of the healing that's taken place, it could be Taurus, it could be Pisces and Virgo, could be Leo, could be Libra. Take it as it resonates. We've got the Four of Swords here, someone who's healing. So I think that someone here is, ready to go. Holy smokes. That's a lot of energy on the back half of a reading. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's keep going here. We've got the Empath and Perseverance. What's going on here? I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. That is empathy. Yep, when you can actually, I heard it explained best by Brene Brown. She said, sympathy is, oh, darling, that's a really, really deep hole. I'm sorry you're in that hole. Bless your heart. Yeah, she's from Texas, right? She's sweet. But empathy is, you know what? Hang on a second. Let me get my shoes off. I'm going to get in that hole with you. And we're going to sit and hug and be friends and love and heal together. And we're going to do it until we don't hurt anymore. Perseverance. Yeah, you're about to get down in the hole with somebody, I think. Because I think that you have had enough of the toxicity. You're fighting toxicity with empathy. And I think that you think that your empathy became toxic because you were in a bad situation. You let it happen. You didn't see it coming. It didn't feel like this. It didn't feel like fear and being chained to something you could never get away from. It didn't feel like this, right? It's like it snuck up on you. Aggressively snuck up on you, and you didn't hear it because it was too loud. You were cha-ching, 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 making a lot of money, right? We've got the Star next to the King of Pentacles. I think you couldn't hear this over the sound of money. Yeah. Charlie's so snarky. You couldn't hear it over the sound of money. So, maybe you had empathy. Yeah, I understand why there's empathy. Could be having an empathy for a Capricorn as well. Yeah, things couldn't go on the way they were for much longer. I'm open to seeing, someone brought it to your attention, collective. Yeah. Someone brought it to your attention. Someone who was scared to do that. Someone who was scared. Yeah. Fear of empathy. That's what it is. Fear of empathy. That means I'm just like you then. Okay, yeah. Somebody thought if they had empathy for a person or a situation, then of course they had to agree with that situation. And that's not true at all, right? That's not what empathy is. Empathy is, I understand your struggle. Yeah. It doesn't matter what your race is. I understand your struggle. And not everybody can understand everybody's struggle, of course. But looks like here, someone is really trying hard to practice their empathy, their emotional empathy. And that is someone who was scared to do that before. So I feel like this energy here, we're going to read more into this here energy here, but I feel like the change had to come. Yeah. Because you began missing the point. You became a money machine. You began missing the point. Oh, so the universe said, hey, lay down, and you had to. I feels like somebody here was so emotionally drained, immersed in a toxic situation, and I don't know what the situation is. It could be a job or a marriage or a relationship. Put your situation here if it resonates with you, but don't make it fit. I feel like somebody here was scared to show emotional empathy to someone who may have been going through sickness. Oh, this feels like karma. That's what it feels like. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Karma, there you go. Somebody learned a lesson. I feel like there was a very toxic emotional thing going on here. You finally broke through the surface. You learned the lesson. Karma kind of smacked you in the head and said, hey, guess what? It's time to slow down, lay down. Someone got ill, sick, mentally ill, physically ill, spiritually ill. I don't know what it is, but it made them lay down. And while they were laying down, they're coming to a realization of the way they played into a toxic situation. Yeah, and they realized that they had to have the justice. Yeah, somebody had to complete their karma before they could move forward, because we have perseverance here. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to, but I think that somebody had to complete their karma first before they could move forward. And I think the lesson that needed to be learned here was empathy. Yeah, I think somebody was just really short on the empathy, and the universe felt that in order for the justice to prevail, for balance to be able to be here, you have to persistently be empathic. It's true. Yeah, or the communication doesn't get through. It ends up, unhappy. Yeah, if you do not persevere in your energy of empathy, it all goes upside down. Yep. All the energy runs out. People stop working on a connection. Yeah, this person stopped working on the connection because there's no more happiness here. There was no more conversation. I feel like somebody is taking whatever they can and they're going because it's done. Not willing to put any more work into it because there's no emotion left here anyway. This family has no more emotion. And we're not talking. Yeah, it's silent treatment all the way. So in order to get your justice, I feel that what happened here, I feel like the body keeps score, collective, and I feel like the score was kept on you. Yeah, and I think that's what happened. The universe stepped in and said, lay down. Yep, you need to think a few things over, lay down. Somebody got really ill and couldn't get up, and I feel like the universe kind of orchestrated that to get your attention because you were not paying attention. You're steeped deep in toxicity that I believe was caused from too much money, not having enough balance, not, picking money over love. I feel like it's the kind of love that was in this relationship here was knight kind of love. It was not king and queen, empress and emperor love. There was no lessons being learned here. So really what you tried to do is keep the peace. Temperance, keep the peace. And so, the star, the smoke and mirrors could cover up the King of Pentacles and just say, hey, it's okay. We've got all this stuff. Right? Of course, we're buying things. We must be okay. But it became burdensome. Really burdensome. because things were taking false starts. I think that you're trying to put down the burdens of this false start. This was something that was in the 3D that was never intended to grow. Yeah, the universe never intended for this to grow past the point that it was. You had an emperor, you had an empress in reverse. Sorry, friend. Whew. You had an empress in reverse. Sorry, friend. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, you thought this person was your soulmate until you realized, until you opened up to your emotions, you did not realize that you were being snowed. The Empress in reverse is someone who, is not the Empress in the upright. So think of all of those things. This person, the Empress in reverse, is someone who possibly is a mother that just really doesn't care about her children. She is someone who is really hard on other people because really, she doesn't really do many things without looking at it from a perspective of what's in it for me. Yeah. We have the King of Swords in the reverse here. There's been character assassination, verbal abuse, mental abuse. Now, for some of you, you turned into this person in this relationship, and for some of you, you watched it happen. For some of you, you married the Empress in reverse. She's a fake-ass Empress, and you married her anyway. But I don't think you really understood what a real Empress was. And so I feel like somebody here never really understood the dynamics of a relationship or what love really was. So that tells me that maybe there's someone here who got married really young or just didn't have the understanding they needed in order to be able to carry on a relationship, like a functional relationship. Yeah, so this was a karmic relationship, by the way, for whoever's wondering. This is a karmic relationship. It was meant to. The whole purpose of this relationship in your life, if this sounds familiar to you, is that it was karmic. You were supposed to be able to, make a lot of money and, learn a lot of lessons and lessons. Some of those were lessons in love and some of those were lessons in denial, but lessons nonetheless. Yeah. Yeah, there's unfinished business here. I feel like you are on a journey as well. Oh, you're on so many journeys here. I feel like this world card is only one of the journeys that you're on, because I'm feeling a really big energy from someone who's on more than this journey at the same time. I feel like somebody is got the hyper upgrade and had to do it in a short amount of time, because I see that somebody has come to a realization that there's unfinished business and that they do have to close a cycle if they ever want to be able to be passionate about the things that they do again. This really is a huge decision here. Excuse me. Someone has come to a realization, though, that they are going to sacrifice something. And I think that really what they're thinking is, I do have to sacrifice the toxicity, and with that comes money. So I feel like somebody is probably leaving a situation and going to somewhere else where they feel that there is unfinished business here. Tell me about this world. What is the unfinished business? There we go. Unfinished business is divorce. So somebody is separated then, not quite divorced, trying to learn to be, to persevere and be empathic and finally getting away from the toxicity, but really that's just created a divide in the family and silence, and nobody's working on anything. And you're sad. Yeah, things are breaking down at work. You might be dealing with work issues as well as life issues right now. Yeah, I feel like somebody's learning so many lessons. Somebody has been planning. This message, I feel collective, it's you. Planning. You at a time where you weren't well. Yeah, I knew that here with this Temperance card. That you weren't well. Somebody wasn't loving you or caring for you or taking care of you. And you got really ill. That's what it feels like here. But it's like the sun was always shining on, like the star was always shining with the money. So you thought everything was okay, even though your health was in decline. You thought everything was okay as long as you had a packed bank account. Yeah. And that was the denial that needed to change because it landed you here, right? There you go. Landed you right here, right? It landed you sick. And I think that while you were sick, while the universe was saying, sit the fuck down, I think that you were writing. And I have been seeing all day the same email that is being typed, saved, thrown in the drafts, pulled out, then you add to it, save it, put it in the drafts. I think that's what this is. Okay, so yeah, I feel like there has been bad health in a marriage. And when I say bad health, I mean the marriage itself was dying. The marriage was terminal. I feel that there is going to be a message, collective. You are going to find a way to get a message to somebody that you see as an empress. The marriage has come to an end, though. It's been in bad health for a while. And I feel that right now you also might be taking some sort of leave from work to try and figure out what is going on here. I feel like that the courts are involved. The courts are involved and it is impacting you and how you function in the workplace. I feel like maybe you're taking a leave, trying to figure things out. Trying to get your emperor status back. Yeah, trying to take on all of the things that you had to drop while you were ill. And I think that you have been adding to this email and putting it back in the drafts or however this is going to work out. But I think you are going to make connection with someone who is the Empress, number 3. Yep. All right, you know what? I'm going to leave this here right now. I hope that, I don't know, somebody needed that message. I don't know who it was for, but that's pretty cool. Lovers on the bottom. I'm just saying, it is coming up on that time, isn't it? I love you guys. Thank you very much for coming here, for watching this. I hope you will subscribe. Of course, that's the whole point. We're trying to up the vibe of our tribe. So come on in. Hey, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, by the way, if you look down in the description, you'll see that I have some private readings on sale as well. There's a code down there. You need it to go over to WISIO. All right, I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.